What is he waiting for? He waiting to see what card I just drew? Is that what he's waiting for? He's taking so long. Dude, you're sniping me. We know, okay? Just go. Banana, guaranteed lethal. Nice. Nice teleport Zombot, bro. Next time, keep it to yourself. Making content for you guys is a full-time job, and it's only possible with your support. Click the link in the description to join my Patreon for access to exclusive streams, deep fry podcasts, private video calls, and more. What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So today I am showing you a deck that I can't believe I haven't put on YouTube yet. This, in my opinion, is the best deck in PvZ Heroes as of today, which is November 2023. I used a similar version of this deck in the tournaments. Rose really carried me. You can see the end of the tournament towards the end, towards the finals. You'll see this deck pop up. I wasn't running Pepper MD. We sort of figured out how good Pepper MD was after that, but this is going to be, I'll call this now with the Pepper MD, heal Midrose. There's no ramp, no twin sunflower happening. That ends up like being weak to decks that have a lot of removal. The idea of this deck is that it sort of counters everything. Now, I'm not going to say this deck never loses. Obviously, it's possible to have your starting hand be bricked with all of your late game and you're against an aggro deck, in which case you're going to lose. So the deck does not have an 100% win rate, obviously, but its win rate is extremely high unless a fluke happens. I don't even really know how to beat this deck. This is a, so you're going to be controlling the first few turns. Kernel Pulse is a very good way of just taking off key minions and finishing off key minions in the early game, like Teacher and Paparazzi. The moment your opponent hits your face, the deck starts exploding. You're able to play Pepper MD and Little Buddy. There's almost, I don't think there's any zombie deck that scales minions as big as a deck like this with the Little Buddy. You can grab the Little Buddy back with your Rescue Radish. And then replay Little Buddy. You can also grab the Kernel Pult, which again in aggro decks ends up being a very good play because you can use your Kernel Pult to kill a bunch of minions, put a 3-cost 3/4 on the field, an overstated card, and then replay the Kernel Pult again on heights in order to remove another key minion. One card I added in late to this deck, late I mean like wasn't in the original version, is Cool Bean, just to be able to slow down pirates and decks with like Pogo Mug, basically the sneaky class. This doesn't like hard counter Pogo Mug. I think Pogo Mug might be a good combo against this deck, but I think if you're able to slow down the damage they do and heal, it's even very difficult for a deck with pirates and Pogo Mug to beat this deck. The mid game is very, so you're controlling the first 4 turns and then you start applying the real pressure. Allosaurus is so much value. It's going to heal everything around the field, buff your Pepper MD, but really just keep you alive. You also got your Astrocado, which is going to be one of the power cards. Astrocado, when it dies, gives you Astrocado Pit. And that card you can play on turn 7 with Brainana. Brainana to deny all of their brains that turn, and Astrocado Pit, which will automatically transform. As long as you have an open link, they won't be able to answer it because they have no brains. The reason with Rose, this sort of mid deck, you can obviously do all the solar, OP solar cards, and then the heals in the early game with any solar hero. The reason with Rose specifically this deck is amazing is because of Brainana and Dragon. All other heroes will have a problem about getting controlled. And a decks with like a lot of very efficient removal will beat them, but having Brainana means that their removal is just useless. You play Brainana in the water lane, puts a 4/3, keeps all of your other cards alive, and the next turn playing another card. All of a sudden, you have such a big board that they're not really able to do anything. You can take over the game with your Astrocados, and your Pepper MDs sometimes will just grow to 10-10, 14-14. But at the end of the day, you are controlling for Dragon. I end up like only running 3 Dragon, 3 Astrocado, and 3 of the Rescue Radish, so we could add in the 3 Cool Beans. Dragon is a card that when you play on the field, it plays around minions, it plays around tricks. You're basically controlling the opponent until you play Dragon, and every once in a while, again, you'll win with your Astrocados, and you'll win with your Cob Cannon. Cob Cannon being a huge threat in this deck, can field clear several minions, destroys anything if you have a little buddy or your Colonel Pulse on the field. You sort of want to be saving these. If you can play your little buddy early with your Pepper MD if they're a fast deck. Otherwise, you really want to save one of these in your hand, because when you get the Cob Cannon, this will be absolutely devastating if you have a team up to play it on. Let's see how this deck does. Hope you guys enjoy. Rose's superpowers also are just so good at killing tempo, especially with these three. Big Chill is a very good combo with the Allosaurus. I like to play Allosaurus on 5. If it survives, you then play Pepper MD on turn 6 with Big Chill, and that Big Chill will draw you a card, triggering the Dino Roar, which basically starts your Pepper MD up at this huge exploded stat, since everything on the field is going to get healed for 1 when you draw the card. Let's get right into the game. Hope you guys enjoy. So I'm going to be setting the bar very high today. I'm going to do, I don't know if I've ever done this before, but the bets today are going to be 10 out of 10. Now, I'm not going to say again that this deck is 100% win rate, but I do want to do this challenge. If there's any deck in the game right now I would do the 10 out of 10 challenge with, it is with Heal Midrose. So if you think this deck will go straight 10 straight wins, vote yes. And if it's only if we're gonna lose one of the games out of the first 10, well, after the only 10, then vote no, just to make it a little exciting. Again, we could get break the first game and lose the first game. The deck doesn't have an 100% win rate, but I want to set the bar high. I think this is doable. So against Infinity, you gotta get Cool Bean and Catch a Mechanic are the most important cards. We'll get rid of Brainan on your starting hand. You don't want to get break with too much late game. I'll definitely keep both of these though, and hopefully we'll get good Weed Whack. As long as they don't get freeze, we'll have some resources to slow down the early aggression of Infinity. These should be able to slow it down enough. Now, should I hit him with this? I think we will. It just slows it down. We don't really have an answer to Swashbuckler yet, so if he plays a Swashbuckler, it just slows it down a bit. Our Pirate's a really good matchup. You're really looking for more early game 1s, 2s, and 3s if it's really a Pirate matchup. You don't have anything to do this turn. Colonel Pulse. A lot of things would have been amazing here. Unfortunately, we didn't get any of it. We are taking a ton of damage here, but we'll be able to heal up with Catch a Mechanic. This is already going to be a heal ourselves for 3 cost 4 for us, so that's pretty good. A little bit of healing, that's great. We have to go after this as soon as possible. This is the Iron Man challenge, that's right. Oh, this first game is not getting off to a great start. We ended up with not a ton of early game here. This will heal us for even more now, though. I don't think I'm committing the little buddy quite yet. Little buddy can block more than 2 damage later, so we're at 18. We're actually okay here. We'll be taking like 5 damage this turn. He grabs another superpower. Does he naturally have Gravestone, or did that come from the... I always forget if Infinity has Grave. He has Deadly, Infinity Clone, Strength, and I guess Grave. So we'll see what superpowers he got. Not running Shrinking Violet in this deck. It's just a little bit too niche. Cool Bean. Cool Bean's okay. It's just going to take something off the board and prevent a little damage here. Gosh. He's played like, this is going to be 3 Quasars this dude's playing. The little buddy saving it for that Cob Cannon is going to be pretty important here. So do I want to prevent 2 damage, or do I want to like take this out kind of for free and clog the lane? We're at 15. I think just keeping our face alive. I don't think the tempo is gonna happen. I think just keeping our face alive in the early stages of this game is the key to this matchup. I'm gonna be sweating pretty hard today and really trying to get the 10-0. I'm curious, there's still 2 minutes in the bets. I'm very curious what you guys will bet for. Some people optimistically vote yes for everything, but it's tough. It's winning 10 games with any deck, you know what I mean? Something could go wrong, but I think this is the deck that's the most suited to do it. So we go in, we raising the bar today. The unreasonable expectations. That's a really good Z-Mech super. It kills 2 minions. Ugh. The 1 damage, the fact I fronted this 2/2 now ends up hurting us. This con man is still eating away, but fortunately we've been able to heal a lot of the damage coming in. Because of the healing, I'm going to go with the Rescue Radish play. There's no point in... So you can Rescue Radish Brainan on turn 9, by the way. But the Cool Bean, if he plays a Gravestone, I'll play Cool Bean here for sure. If not, I'm going to Little Buddy and then scoop it back up with Rescue Rash and save it again for next turn. Alright, that's the play. Oh my gosh. Buried Treasures. Well, this guy is so good. I really would love to have gotten some Colonel Pult. Like right now, Colonel Pult, scoop it, Colonel Pult would have been insane. But yeah, I'm going to prioritize the healing play here. And next turn, we're going to commit the Cob Cannon and hopefully completely stabilize this board. He's drawing a ton of cards here. See what he's got for 3. Little Deadly. Clearing away in an aggro deck. But we're going to have 10 health still. 12 if you count the Little Buddy in our hand. Oh, that's harsh. Okay. Oh, we got a Nail Biter on the first game here. Think we're okay still. So I guess I'm Cob Cannoning here. Oh, you're so late to the party, bruv. There's that. We have to get rid of this because of the Deadly now. So I'm gonna... Boy. It's crazy that the Cob is not really getting enough value, but this has to be the play. I mean, we could do it here. Oh, man. I could like Colonel Pult later. I guess I'm doing it here. This prevents more damage, right? Okay. And the Colonel Pult can kill this 2-1 next turn now. Not a great Cob Cannon target, but good enough. We're just going to play around Deadly, which will just keep us off. If he has another barrels, it keeps us off the board for the rest of the game, which is really annoying, so we have to kill that. There's 1. We prevented 2 damage here. I think we're okay. We're definitely going to... Well, we'll take 1 extra damage, but we got to keep that, because he's played a bunch of Buried Treasures, so I'll take the 1 damage. It's okay. We'll kill this basically with the Colonel Pult. Here's our Colonel Pults. Finally, they're here. Probably Colonel Astricado now. So we're gonna Goatify this because that's his deck. I can tell that by now. So Goatify him. Yeah, a lot of decisions in this deck. We're gonna give him one of these. And we're gonna start developing some actual tempo. We're really low here. I could go like Colonel Pult's Cool Bean instead. I think this is actually smarter. Because instead of putting pressure on his face, the Cool Bean actually would have been, maybe that wasn't right. It just means we're not taking any damage this turn, which is great. Don't want him getting Final Mission. We're getting low. Really, as much heal, an Allosaurus or Catch-Up Mechanic would make this game a lot easier for us. The Brainana is going to be clutch. There it is. See, I could have also gone 3+5. That was a mistake. I should have been a little greedier there with the Astricado. Brainana, like... Is this gonna win? This basically wins. He's gonna need Infinity Clones now. But taking out 8 brains, this is how we do it. I don't know what... He might have gone a teleport from a buried treasure. We're not gonna find out if we win here. Could you not get Infinity Clones? Nail Biter game, but I think we got him, boys. No, it's over. It's over. It's either strength or deadly. It doesn't do anything. Okay. That was rough, but we got it. We got it done. I made a mistake last turn. It's okay. Brainana, man. Oh, clutching it. Clutching it. This is gonna, when I put 10-0 on the thing, you're gonna see me sweat. Like, I'm just gonna be concentrating so hard. Guys, don't subscribe. Alright, here we go. It's gonna be... yeah, we'll look for the early game. You don't keep bringing out in your starting hand. A little awkward, but it's okay. Here we go. Pass. Nice not to see a cheese cutter that we have to Goatify on turn 1. I'm happy. Waiting for him to hit our face. If he passes, we get stronger in the mid game. This is not a terrible Goatify. it also, like, makes it... I mean... We'll probably get a better go-to fight later. It makes it that we can actually set up the Pepper MD next turn. I'm gonna pass for one turn and see what we get. The difference of 2 damage is not the end of the world. Honestly, it'll deny him a whole card later, though, a 5/5, which we have to basically use Cobkin. You know what? Screw it, I'm doing it. I think Infinity Brainstorm and HG are some of the hardest matches. I don't really know what the bad matchups per se of this deck is. I think early game Swarm, when we didn't get it, now we have 2 catching mechanics, so I'm not really scared. Like, we just pass here. I don't care about this going. That's fine. He's doing now 3. The big investment. We have environments. This area is going to be a problem for the rest of the game because we don't have environments, but... kind of waiting for him to commit here. That's super annoying because now the splash actually, like, buffs his own goat. It's really, really annoying. I wonder if I use this now. To ping this. It gets the final mission out of his hand, which I'll probably use later. I think it's just like this. And I'll final mission this, it's okay. Yeah, if we could get this down to 1, I would go for it. He'll final mission. It's fine. We're probably blocking this turn now. This goes up to 4/3. Or, yeah. Goat. Our own goat is killing us. So we'll mog this just to take some stats off the board. Please don't get anything stupid, that's fine. That's a block meter charger. Probably set up Allosaurus. It's a possibility to just go for heal combo here too. I don't think setting up Colonel Pult for next turn is usually the play. This is a pretty good Allo because it trades really well with the 4/4.
Hey Fry, hope you lose. Hashtag you caught a dragon fruit.
Sandwich doesn't like dragons, of course. Lightning Bolt will fix this, that's okay. But still, well, now he actually won that trade because he's going to draw a card off of it. We're down to 9. Really needed that heals, but we have plenty in hands. We'll be okay. It's not Cob Cannon turn yet. It could involve a Cob Cannon. So we want the Pepper MD. The Pepper MD is the priority here of what we want to grow. So I think I'm gonna go Pepper MD here, catch up here, and then nerf this card. I think that's right. I don't know, I'm sweating so hard. That's a good chunk of heals. I mean, should I play around the eventual Evaporate and actually sack this card here? I think the Colonel Pulse... Well, we need room for the Colonel Pult next turn. Alright. I'll play around the eventual Evaporate. Keeping this 4/3 in here is probably a good idea. Yeah. So this stays alive. This will die to the Cob Cannon there. Or to the Colonel Pole, depending on what he does. He drew another card though, it's pretty huge. We'll freeze this one. Here we go. We can also go Colonel, Rescue Radish Colonel. There's also Brainana Colonel pulled here, which is kind of cool. No, it's definitely Cob Cannon 1,000,000,000% of the time. Question is, how do we do this? We want this one to get nerfed. And we want the Cob Cannon going phase. Cob Cannon. It's so much value. Puts a 6/6 on the field and removes his 5/7, his life, basically. We're good. We'll have a even trade here next turn. This being frozen's good. It just prevents our health. I'll probably end up just scooping this because we just need health at this point. We're getting our first damage on the board. These Brainanas are going to save us. That's what's going to happen. So he puts another minion on the board. There's going to be a point where I just Brainana and call it a night. These catch-ups are so freaking good, though. Because it heals just insane. Is there... the rescue is so awkward here. I can't catch up rescue catch up. That would have been nice. I wonder if I just Brainana and cut my losses. Like, grabbing the ketchup is so sad here. I don't, especially because he's got a lot of damage on the board in 3. I'm gonna just do this for now. We'll do the catch-up next turn. Catch-up, rescue, catch-up, probably. We can also, like, catch a mechanic and Brainana next turn. There's a lot of plays here. We'll take 3. This environment is active now, which is annoying. Especially because of that. So there's Rescue Cobb. Doesn't do anything. We have to just try to heal this. And survive another turn. It's a little bit sad. We only have one play. And this is the play. If we play it here, it allows our... we'll be going face for 9, though. I'm gonna do it here because it allows us to rescue Radish Cop Cannon and take this out next turn. We're also playing around second Area 22, which would kill us here. Nibble, that's alright. Area 22 would have killed us if we played it here. This is rough, though. I mean, we need another Cob Cannon now. Very badly. This is a major problem. We're not gonna block this game either. I don't... It's unlike... I mean, Dragon, I guess, would go... I think we lose here. I think this is it. The Supernova Guard. The Area 22 really is the thing that killed us here, but I think we just lose. There's no option here, right? We can heal for 4, so we'll be up to 6. There's no way to prevent this. We just don't have any stats. Too bad. Game 2, we lost the challenge already. You know, if we could have actually Rescue Radish Cob Cannon and then done a Cob Cannon combo and probably won this game if he didn't have that nibble last turn. Yeah, but that's gonna do it, guys. Alright. A little ambitious. There's nothing we can do. Alright. Time for me to relax. The answer is no. We'll go for the 9-1 though. Damn. Area 22, really, this was the thing. Should I consider putting environments in this deck? Who knows? Oh, well. Well done. So I just sort of want to take a moment to say, like, maybe the weakness of this deck is, like, is Area 22, like, environments that are going to be putting on ridiculous amounts of stats every single time. It could be that's really how you get it here, man. Put Wingnut in this deck, it just, again, you're just adding more... 4s, you'd have to then, what are you going to remove? The power? Anyway. Getting an Allosaurus. Our Allosaurus also dying the turn we played it to his Lightning Bolt. There's a lot of things that went wrong in that game that could have gone pretty well. This guy is rank 12, we just conceded. Oh well. What were the bets? I'll award the bets and make a new vote right now. Only 28% voted yes, so I'm awarding it to the nose. But let's make the. You know what? Let's do it again. 8 straight games. We're going for the 9-1 now, guys. Screw it. Keep the bar high. I'm not lowering my standards for this deck just because it lost once. It's a good starting hand. So we're going 9-1 total now. I wrote it right. Yeah. Everyone's voting now again. So interesting. It just played tempo. The Area 22 was the killer. That goat was like such a. We're just demanded so many resources to deal with, and then we played a supernova. I should have maybe kept the goat alive. I don't know. Maybe keeping, you're right, keeping the go to 5 for the late game maybe would have won me that game. It's possible I just completely misplayed. I don't think we're going to have to deal with environments later, so let's just do this. Let's become the aggressor. 3-3 is not easy for Brainstorm to deal with. See if he gets lucky against Chimney Sweep. It's a really good summoning, at least. Gets the leftovers in hand. So we're really... This is a control Brainstorm deck. Now I'm seeing it's probably a Trickster or a Valk deck. Let's just play for Brainana and Dragon. And slow to hail down. The good news is we have a couple dragons. So pass. I didn't consider that maybe not playing anything into a pass Brainstorm deck is the way you win here. He does have space. That means we can set up our healing. We're okay. And leap? What? I wasn't expecting that. I go to fight a cyborg really early. And that would have obviously done really well against that second Supernova Garg, so. This is awkward. That goes off the board, so I'm just gonna play. This. What's the best zombie deck? Valk-Trickster Hybrid? I don't know. Wrath. It's okay. The Skitty will not leap. Unless he leaps it. Okay. Where's Brainana? Really could use a Brainana or two here. Or also our hand is kind of full. There you are. He's playing. Why is he playing it in here though? So awkward. Should I just Brainana? Why? It's kind of a troll. We have Brainana and this into Dragon the next turn. Maybe I won't even Brainana now. Maybe I should just pass. Should I pass? Is this insane to pass here? I sort of want to do the combo. Use go to 5. Be a silly. I'm not seeing any play, so I'm passing. You could have bounced the Cobb Cannon and played it behind the Rescue Ash to kill the planet. What planet? What are you talking about? You mean the Supernova card? This guy's just spamming this every single turn. Doesn't really matter where, right? We'll put it here so the dragons can protect it. I was thinking of committing the peppers. The peppers will be better later. It's okay. No need. We got 9 health and a full block meter. That's plenty of health with the catch-up mechanic can handle. A lot of other things. These dragons are gonna take over the game. He just wait, oh. Why did he have 10 cards before? Anyway. Here's dragon number 1. It's not gonna be able to do anything. He thinks Yeti spam is gonna win him this game. It's funny. This is how a lot of control matchups go, is that he's milled. He's actually he can't even block. It's how a lot of control matchups go. You just do nothing, and then you hit him with Brainana and hit him with Dragon, and the game's over. Okay. Fry sucks, lol. I wonder if this guy's sniping. Come on, man. I think just for that, I'm gonna hold Brainana in my starting hand. You can keep Brainana against a Morticia. She's not really fast enough. This is pretty good. I'll hold the Brainana since it's kind of the win condition against, like, you know, a Morticia who just teleports minions in and stuff. Teleportation zombie Morticia. Oh, playing Cheese Cutter on Heights against a Solar Hero, dude? That was a noob move. I'm gonna make fun of this guy Maximum because this is his name. You never play on Heights. Dude, why on Heights? Why would you play it on Heights? Give me one good reason. Play around Kernel Pole. Come on, man. Teleportation zombie. I don't care. I have Brainana. Doo-doo-doo-doo. That's a pass. Does he even have anything teleported? No, didn't think so. That's what I freaking thought. This guy didn't have nothing. La 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 la. He'll probably have a bounty hunter. Nope. It's okay. We gotta get that Astrocado pit. It's better than this. He'll rocket it. It's okay. We win the trade. Oh, Nibble. Oh, no. Or Nor. And Extinction. So it's basically a 3-for-1 because we get the we get the pit back. I spend 1 card, you spend 2, and I get 1 back. Freaking easy. Pretty sure this is Cobb Cannon. Well, is he really gonna teleport anything in on turn 6 anyway? Probably not. Honestly, he didn't have a rocket last turn. So I think we just chill in here. Trying to find something with a teleport. That's fine. He just burned a teleport. He just burned 2 teleports. I mean, they're not going to really be useful later anyway, but... Oh no, he's protected! He did the protected play. I don't care. Rescue Red Brainana on 9, that's pretty good. So we'll hit him with Cobb Cannon combo, easy. Should we go face with it? Should we play around Nibble and Acid Rain and not commit our dude right now? You think it's untriggable is even good? It's not even good. Should I do this now? It means it'll probably be 2 more turns until we use it. He already used a Nibble. Did he use a superpower? He used summoning. Oh, he can't have Acid Rain, so he'd have to have second Nibble exactly. Yes. What? I'm confusing games. Nope, the summoning was last game. My bad. I always do that. This is okay. God damn it. We would have had the combo. Now what? We're at 17 health. We have a board, and we have dragons for the next 3 turns. We have 4 turns worth of Brainanas, etc. Oh, dude, don't do that, dude. Wow, that was cringe, actually. It's kind of cringe for us. He's playing this dry. Can we get like a hard removal card, like a little buddy or a? Should I just spam dragon here? Actually, I could rescue radish this out of here. It's not a bad play here. If we don't get a little buddy or a kernel pult, then I'm gonna rescue radish this out. Is this cringe? Is this cringe? Is this just cringe? No, it's a good play. Let's go. Correct. Playing these dry. He's probably listening to the stream right now and hearing about all my plans, and that's why he played it dry. That was actually a really good play considering my hand. We really need some hard removal. See, we can take this damage. We don't really care about that. I could just dragon to sort of clear this problem. What would the other play be? Cobb and ketchup mechanic. Cobb also kills this. I hope I don't regret that. I probably will. It's like a 2 for 2 because he gets a card from it. It's okay. Still getting 10 damage in here. That's rough. Where's little buddy? Gosh, are we gonna lose to this guy? I don't want to lose to Fry sucks, lol. I don't want to. Have to make sure to play around the Supernova Garg thing. What is he waiting for? He waiting to see what card I just drew? Is that what he's waiting for? He's taking so long. Dude, you're sniping me. We know, okay? Just go. Brainana, guarantee lethal. Nice. Nice teleport Zombot, bro. Next time, keep it to yourself. You suck, lol. You suck laughing my ass off. Bye, sniper. See ya. Honestly, running teleport like Garg throwing Garg Zombot deck into this deck is kind of cringe.
You with Paracel Zombie when there is no tricks in your deck skull emoji?
No, I'm not saying it's a good counter. It's not very well. It counters like a Godify and Mog, but no, it's not. It's not. That wasn't a good. That was a terrible counter actually. You're just. It beats the Brainana that deck way too much. It's pretty good. All right, we're just keeping this hand. We have the combo. The aforementioned combo. It's a lot. Maybe he's not sniping, yeah, maybe. It's possible. Maybe like, you know. Okay, I won't start giving political examples, but you never know. You never know, guys. So this is a very, very safe Pepper MD. It's nice when he commits the, you know, Quasar or Teleportation Zombie on turn 2 and you have the fully loaded ketchup mechanic. We have a lot of heals coming up and a dragon eventually. Whippity-doo-dah, whippity-dah. Look at our stats. This is turn 3. It's just ridiculous to have a 3-3 and a 4-4 on turn 3. Forget about the heals. Running Artichoke. In what, though? I'm not just gonna... I've run Artichoke in many, many decks before. In this deck, run Artichoke? No. Not in this deck. Okay. That's a decent final mission. It's okay. It's still 2 for 1. We're ahead on the board. And we probably have more late game than him. Oh, I should probably play around Valk, right? So let's say Valk's at 4. I'm keeping track of Valk. That's how much I'm sweating here. Valk at 4. Do I do this for a card? It's a little greedy to save it for the other one. Let's do this right now. Keep our health total. That is very cool. Perfect. Maybe he wasn't actually sniping. Yeah. I don't know. Even trade. Game's taking longer. It's fine. It's Allosaurus time, folks. Just taking cards out of his hand. There's Brain Nana. That's gonna be nice. We're almost always going for the burr. He needs a fruitcake to remove this. If he doesn't have a fruitcake, this is alive and healing me and getting too much value for the rest of this game. It's simple as that. I guess Rocket would work here too. Nope, he didn't have either. This is just, the Allosaurus is just gonna take over the game. We're probably not gonna... Oh, there's Little Buddy. Oh, so now we have the answer to anything. I think now it's Astricado, because I really want to do the Astricado Pit combo next time. Should I even take this out? I don't think I do. I think this just goes here. This just procs Allosaurus and makes us heal more. It's okay. That's fine. We have the combo now. Valk is going to be just at 6 now, right? No. Valk is at 6. He'll be up to 8. Oh, there's the fruitcake too. Dude. Top deck that. So Valk's at 8 now. Hopefully we see a big fat pass here. That is exactly what happened. The dragon doesn't really matter where. We might as well kill the 2-2. I think the 2-2 is actually charging our block meter. Just thinking where the dragon's gonna go. Let's do it like this. I love this play. Astricado Pit Brain Nana on turn 7. Come on, man. There's very few plays in PvZ Heroes that are better than that. Valk's still at 8. Heavy pass again into Dragon. Valk's only at 8. How is Valk at 10? How did that even happen? We'd like this to proc our block here, right? And should I just go? I mean, we could go straight for the win here. 5 and 4 does do it though. Yeah, I'll do it like this. Because then if he rolls a 3, it's rough. We do want this to hit, so we're not like go-defying this first or anything. 5 proc the block, 4 is guaranteed lethal. And then if he blocks, he'll need to not get Eureka. How is it at 10? Oh, I must have killed a minion somewhere. Now we need double 1s. He actually, well, he usually doesn't win with another Mustache Valk. Because he could really roll a 1 here and win. Because we should have a full block meter. Yes. It's fine. So now the dragon just puts him away. We win in lane 1. Not letting him proc the block again, that is for sure. How about it? Dragon's probably the safest play, just like here. Yeah. Don't let him play any tricks this turn. He can play 1 trick for 1 cost. So we have two shots at his face for lethal. This deck can be... The reason this deck is okay into Valkster is because of the... Yeah, that's not going to do it. It's because of the Brainana and the Dragons, obviously, play around all the teleport plays. But even, like, the Mustache Monument... This deck doesn't have to play fast enough to, like, buff Trickster or Valk fast. It sort of then just explodes turn 5. He did play a little fun anyway. His Valk just didn't get big enough, as you see there. There's also healing, and the healing makes it that, like, if you heal for 5, it just means the Valk needs to see 3 more minions die in order to get to that lethal value. So between the healing, the trick denial, and the sort of ability to just sit on your hands and not do anything for the first 4 turns, it's the reason why, again, I'm not going to say this will beat Valk 10 out of 10 games, but it makes it... I'll be afraid playing Valk-Trickster Hybrid into this deck. I'm afraid playing anything into this. As nice as it would be to keep... Ooh, now that we have 3 other game cards, I'll keep like 1. Astrocada's really good in the HG anyway. Pass! Oh yeah, we're 4-0. We're still sweating. There's that. Wait, did he HG Super? I didn't even notice. Bruh. He did HG Super. It's only turn 2. That is crazy that this is what's happening on turn 2. It's fine. We're gonna commit this with the Pepper MD next turn. So I'm just thinking if we should be saving this eventually for the Cob Cannon. Might end up being really good. The play might just be to Weed Whack this. I think that's what we're gonna do. I'll save this for Cob Cannon eventually, or we'll use it if you really need it for another. This is an extremely unfortunate interdimensional zombie. I don't run it. This is like the reason I don't run interdimensional zombie. This is the reason I don't play Veil games anymore. It's because I don't know why. I'm gonna play around Deadlies. I might as well do this on Heights. No, I play around Deadly by doing this. It means if we get a Rescue Ash, we can pop this back in our hand, too. Oh. Bro. It's a little damage, but we kind of want to take damage here just because we want to get the heavy heals. It's not bad taking damage. So this will go up to 4-4. Now that we have a second one, we can kind of waste one here. And I think I will, because we really want to play one of our 5-drops next turn. So let's get rid of this Mad Chemist. I think that's refreshing his cards. We'll do that. Instead of keeping Mad Chemist alive, he decides to protect his face for 6 when he's at 20 health. Interesting decision. I'm not so sure about that. He would have killed us for free, and then this would have been a pain to deal with if this would have lived. It's a deadly 2-4 Chemist. Like, we could, like, put a card in front of this to remove it. He definitely should have taken the 6 damage there. That was a mistake. Bruh. Pretty sure this goes face. I really want to play around another barrel of barrels, so let's just go face for 10 damage here. It might come with a rocket or something. No. He'll come with Bucket Bay. And Alien Ooze! Where does Huge Giganticus have Bucket Bay Alien Ooze? Are you kidding me? Should I have committed this to play around Alien Ooze exactly? This would have lived as an 8-8. Oh, that's so sad. Come on, man. Play the big card. Okay, we will remove this now. This is a good opportunity to commit Cob Cannon. I guess we'll use the one on the board. It's pretty good. We'll save this other one for later. Gotta keep our heals going. This going down to 0. He's not even proccing our block. We're just gonna be out healing him. He's ramping to nothing. This The ramp to nothing deck. We'll commit Astricado and start really doing some serious damage this next turn. He's got a lot of things he has to deal with right now. And really nothing on the board at all. Oh, Brainana, nice. Now it makes me even more wanna... does this make lethal? See, I sort of want... I don't... well... play around Bad Moon Rising, since that's his only way back into this game. Okay, why not? I didn't calculate the damage. We're probably only doing 8 here. It's okay. Oh, I did drop some frames there. Little lag. Sorry about that. You'll probably see that on Twitch, on YouTube too. Put a 3-7, so we can correct that with this corn hub. There's that. That is that. I think we're giving one of these. Is there any way to make more damage go face this turn? I can always just use the corn next turn. There's no real reason. Should I just commit this here? There's no way to like open up more damage, right? He's probably going for a Bad Moon Rising. I should probably play around that. So let's give him one fewer opportunity to get Zombat. What do you say, guys? One fewer Zombat would go a long way in this game. No, it's not Bad Moon Rising. It's the other one. It's almost as good, guys. It's called Triplication. The man has... Oh no, this Kernel Pulp might actually like not win me the game now. Orange. Because it's proccing the block. We need a leap. We usually win. Can we win? Please. Against Hugh Gigantic against high roll. He really didn't high roll though, because he played all of his cards early and they just didn't. He didn't do. He should have kept that bad chemist alive. I'm still mad at that. Do 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 do. This guy's name looks familiar. Killer. We played against Killer before, right? I think this is a different Killer though. That was the Infinity. No, that was a completely different guy. This is a pretty damn good starting hand. Godlike, actually. Basically the starting hand you always want. Especially against ZMAC, having the Kernel Pull there, just deal with like turn 2 teacher, or turn 1 teacher, whatever. But if he passes, we pass. We will start developing tempo the moment he damages our noggin. What ZMAC passes on turns 1 and turn 2 and turn 3? What is this, Garg Feet? What is this deck? He has Garg Feet. Guys, watch out. Turn 11, he's going to play 17 cost Garg Feet. Honestly, I think we just let this happen. He'll do 8 damage to our face here. It's okay. We're going to heal a lot of that back. Believe you me. See if he plays like one more minion just to start getting value from these. That would be nice. Nope. Freaking Garg Feet. I should have mogged that. We would really like to start developing some tempo here. I think I'm just gonna do it like this. It'll just be a fruitcake he has to spend. The Brainana makes this trade go even next turn anyway. Or we can Kernel Pull. There's a lot of options. What the heck is this guy do? That's going face? Okay. So he just used his whole life to kill my 2-drop, essentially. That's okay. We end up with this annoying lane here that's kind of bricked until we get a cow cannon, but that's okay. That's a good mog. That's a great mog. Headstone cover. Probably not running any gravestones. I'll put the Astrocado just here next turn. We might as well start chipping in his face. Chipping in his face. Wow. It's like we need to remove a minion for any reason. Chipping in his face. We can Colonel Pult that next turn. I think we
As
just
a fry
Astrocado.
ambassador, which restaurant has the best fries?
Actually, no, well, if we take this one, then we... Yeah, this is better. It's also not, like, blocking. As a fry ambassador, restaurant has neck fries. I like real fries. I don't like fast food fries. Wow, that's annoying. There's a little bit of splash. A little bit of love. I'll just kill this with the dragon next turn, I guess. Get down tonight. And then we block all the heat coming in. A little bit of dang. A little bit of whack. This is exceedingly good. It doesn't just play around the 6 brains he has left over, but it clears everything. And it's just gonna hit face now. So we'll probably get... We used Mog already. We'll see if we can get a goat for the next one. And we're still doing 5 this turn. It's just ridiculous. Actually ridiculous. This also just slows him down. This is GG. I still think that guy had Gark feet. It's just my opinion. I can't prove it, but so that was anonymous gifter gave one to Ace Crescent. Thank you so much. Anonymous person. Very spooky. Just because of Halloween. I don't know. Smashed taters. Here's a brainstorm. Let's look for some... I don't mind getting Brainetta. Should I mulligan this? Yeah, I should probably be disciplined and try to get... Really mulligan everything that's not a 1, 2, or 3 every game. A little bit of dance. A little bit of chance. Get down to that. Is this worth it? Oh, yes. Unless he's running Paparazzi. Paparazzi. I think we'll just let this ping our face a little bit, then we can just heal up, and then we'll have a thing to protect our Colonel Pult on turn 3. It's okay, we're giving him block mid turn. Miles. Somewhere over the rainbow. Yeah, we need 3 more games to get the 9-1. I'm super happy 9-1 with this deck, and I'll probably, I very rarely do this, but I'll probably literally go back. He's playing around Godify and Mog. That's why he's playing the card instead of teleporting it in. I'll probably go back and watch that one game that we lost to see why we lost it, and maybe first of all understand the weakness of this deck. That's enough, but also maybe figure out how to fix it. You're right. Area 22 off the top of my head against this deck is going to be brutal because there's just too many things you're going to have to cob cannon. Essentially, usually the 4 cob cannons and the other efficient cards you're running are able to deal with stuff, and but that just makes every card need to get to cob cannons. So we're gonna catch a mechanic. I don't think committing Pepper MD, there's no way to do that. I guess we get rid of... He'll have 6 brains here. I'm not sure if we get rid of Gentleman or Teleportation Zombie, though. It's kind of rough. What forge am I worried about him teleporting in a 4? What 6-cost trick could he play? Helicopter? I'm not going to play around Helicopter. I'm getting rid of Teleportation Zombie. So we're going to do it like this. I think it's just teleporting in another threat is the... Oh, I could have not even weed whacked, actually. Because he couldn't teleport anything in. That was stupid. I should have saved weed whack. But that was actually the real play. Full thinking cap. I didn't think of that. Shouldn't have weed whacked. We'll just do this again next turn. It's okay, it doesn't have enough cards. It's not like doing this on turn 1. Like, discounts later in the game are not as good. See, now we could have... anyway. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Are there any nuts that we can put this on? It's kind of cool getting a 6-coster. We'll just combo with the Pepper MD. There's no need to try to get greedy and get both of these. These catch mechanics are carrying us for real, though. The healing is so huge. These have healed us for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the other one was 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 health total. Fruitcakes. It's just giving us card advantage. He does get some damage. He doesn't really have enough of a board to justify Fruitcake being good. Like, this is the time Fruitcake is bad. It killed a threat, but like, it's just giving us card advantage. He got from the Mad Chemist. It's okay. That... using Camel Cross there, whatever. Doesn't really actually keep anything alive. It's just whatever. We are 2 turns away from Dragon. If he passes here, I definitely Brain Nana. I Brain Nana in 3. Easy Brain Nana. Easiest Brain Nana of my life. Josh ad. Josh ad 6 months. Thank you. So we're taking 3 more damage here. Could use a little bit more heals just to keep our health tot up. We haven't even been thinking about it. Is this a Valk deck? Does Valk just win here? Does that make Valk win? Is that the point? Oh, that cost 0 because he had HG. Oh, that's so annoying. We get a little more heals. Probably just dry cub here. Do I play around him teleporting and something in? It's a little crazy, but I think I will. This is the plan. This also does set up like a team up for Cob Cannon if we need that. But we played around Teleport Valk or Teleport Trickster. No, we didn't play around Teleport Trickster. It still wins. We could lose this to just Teleport Trickster right now. Whoa! Just not a lot of healing this game. Leaping that. It's so inefficient. Team Masca. That also doesn't really... Okay. Whatever. We're just taking too much damage. I'm just scared of Trickster for real. Here's Area 22, the killer of this deck. We'll have all the lanes clogged when we Dragon here. There's also, like, Ketchup, Rescue Radish, Ketchup, Pepper MD. That's a play. It's gotta be Dragon, because he passed. And now we'll have, actually, 4 lanes clogged. I guess Fruitcake wins, though. Could you not have Fruitcake here? Please? S'il vous plaît, senor? Mademoiselle? That... My heart! Oh, I think we're good. I think, well... Trickster still wins. What am I doing here? We gotta try to win here. This Gravestone teleportation zombie. We have to try to win. So I'm putting 5 damage on his face, always. Question is, what else do we do here? The Pepper MD is a little awkward. I'm playing around some weird, like, teleportation zombie gadget scientist is what I'm playing around. Trickster still wins. A lot of things still win. It's got to have a lot of health. That's fine. We don't win yet. Because he had summoning. That did prevent our dragon from dying, which is probably a good thing. Cobb now kills this, which is... This will probably clutch it. Ugh! This is so stressful! We can also Cobb whatever he plays here, which is very nice. We can't actually Cobb both of these because the position of these walnuts, which is pretty sad indeed. This is the answer to dragon, by the way. It's teleportation zombie. It's not doing anything. No! No! Really, bro? He top decked that! It's turn 10! It's turn 10! He's at 0! He top decked Trickster! No! How? If you didn't have summoning last turn, it was straight lethal anyway. Bro! Oh! No. Honestly, it's pretty much a miracle he didn't have Trickster before that. The answer's no. Again. Alright, I'll play 2 more games and chill. We're going for the 8-2 now. Good starting hands. I sweated so hard there, man. The answer is no. I'm not doing another bet. The answer is no. Alright, well, honestly, you know the common thing between those 2 games was Area 22. I'm gonna actually try to get an environment in this deck. I wonder if this is the deck for Venus Flytrap Planet. No, there's no chance of that happening. It was Area 22 killed us both games. Alright, the deck is weak to environments, and that's it. That is that. I almost feel like taking damage here. What is this gonna be? I don't even feel like cool beaning. I mean, it could be like, even just line dancing. I don't care. I want it to be line dancing zombie. I almost want to commit Pepper MD here. I think we just chill. It's fine. We're not worried about turn 3 Swashbuckler in this deck. You're Area 22, man. I'll put that in the failed count for real. We need a leap! We need a leap!
You know, if a top deck Trickster is what I lose my fries to, that's fine.
I know, for real.
One heck of a highlight, though.
Yeah. Oh boy. You think that's a Pogo? Probably is a Pogo. Because it's probably Pogo, I'm gonna put this here. I think I'm gonna freeze this too. So it doesn't grow out of control. It's not a Pogo. It ain't a Pogo. I'm playing around barrels. Technically. This will be a 3-4. It's not a big deal against this die. The freeze actually would have been good with the Ella. It's probably better. Here. So many options here. It's usually you won't even kill it. Let's just develop aloe. It's a little greedy to develop aloe here. But it's fine. That's a plant. Take your pick, man. Maybe to play around Pogo this turn, the catch-a mechanic play would have been better. Really? You're keeping aloe on the board? I don't know about that, bro. I'm not so sure about that. So if we develop some more minions, we'll go with the catch-a mechanic. If not, we'll just do the whole brain nano thing. It's okay, we're getting to the late game, and Dragon's just gonna finish this guy. He's not doing enough damage with his pirates or his pogo. We do have a Cool Bean also in stock. If he plays Mug here, I'm gonna Cool Bean and Rescue Radish the Cool Bean. No, I'll Cool Bean and Pepper MD and Rescue Radish it and play it next turn. That's what I'll do. Because the Pepper MD just grows like crazy. It's really nice to have a Cool Bean in this deck, but yeah, maybe teching fewer Cool Beans. Anyway, we'll see. I should probably get our Pepper MD going, right? I'll still keep this out of harm's way. It doesn't really need to correct any trades here, and we want to be able to grab that again. Oh, I forgot against that. We need to. Whoops. Whoa! A little late at night for me. I didn't even think about Yeti against the 4-5. That's so sad. Running a teleport. Just wants to keep drawing. Oh, that sucks. That Allosaurus living would have been so good. Whoopsies. It's okay, we're fine. So we can either catch up rescue little buddy, we can also like, if he plays a second gravestone, I'll go for Cool Bean, I guess. Let's say this is another Yeti, let's just assume that's the play. So these two is pretty good. Well, that's what I'll do. Because now even the freeze, it just means the Pepper MD goes completely out of control. It's fine. Line dancing on turn 7 with what though? It's a rocket maybe? Can you smell what we're at 20 health by the way with this turn 7 with a dragon in our hand. Can you smell what the rocket is cooking? If he plays a gravestone, yeah, the dragon's actually not great into this deck with Pogos. Bonus is that one, you're annoying. It's okay. These Pepper MDs didn't really work out that well today. They're right. He's played a gravestone like every single turn then. Probably won't stop now. I guess as long as he's playing a gravestone, we'll still play around this. There's no point playing dragon as the 2 gravestones anyway. This is a really, really strong play. Freezes his entire life. He's stealing block meters, so he'll block the 5 now for sure. That's really annoying. We'll proc the block and do 6 to his face. We're okay. Honestly, even if he plays Pogo and we dragon, he bounces the dragon. It's like, it doesn't really do much for him because our board is so powerful right now. Rescue Radish is going to go up to 3-3. We're going up to 19 health. I don't know what this guy can even do at this match. Turns out Dragon actually would have been good. I mean, if he had a Pogo, he would have played it that turn, right? So I guess we just, we'll see some next level mind games where he plays the Gravestone, prevents us from playing Dragon, and then saves it for the next turn because we're not scared. I mean, if he has Pogo this turn, good for you, man. Like, he deserves it. But he can't even do the Cool Bean play anymore. Okay. I can't wait to play against more Midrose over the next few days because Fry just streamed it, yeah. Well. No, I'm happy to see the deck has a weakness. The problem with that weakness, though, of Area 22, that's not an archetype, that's a card. There isn't like an Area 22 type deck. I think the decks that were running it were actually okay against us, having Trickster as a finisher. Well, the Trickster deck wasn't even running it. It was the other deck. It was kind of like Barrel. It was kind of just like Boogaloo Tempo with a lot of Supernova Gargs, but like, honestly, I think we could just put environments in this deck and be okay. Which is like awkward. Should I keep the Astrocado alive? Or do I want something to die? Eventually we might need this for Cobb Cannon. I think we let him... Do we let him die? Do we let him die? Oh, no, one of these can't be a Pogo, by the way. Do we want the Astrocado to die here? So we can start using like our... We can't actually do anything with the Pepper MD. Now I think we need the Astrocado. Well... Yeah, the Astrocado also goes up to like 2 health. So. It's just more pirates. Give this man a Pogo. He's stealing all of my block meter. Wait. Oh. He covers his own environment. So we can't proc his block with 5, and so we'll proc his block with 6. Who cares? Oh, this is a pirate? God damn it. It's freaking... I forgot this was a pirate. It's hilarious. He also damaged our face, so we're actually able to, like, Pepper MD and I don't know. Just dry Pepper MD. We only have 1 lane. Oh, Brain Nano, nice. It's not like you can play tricks anyway. It's 1 cost tricks cost 7. I guess if he hard passes here, we'll Brain Nano. just screw with him, but... I don't know, we're doing 5 and 6. Gimme, we're already doing lethal damage just because of the strike through and the dragon, so... Anyway, alright. We're in a 7 and 2 scenario, guys. Spam the 7 and 2 emote. We don't do 10 games a lot, it's just been a lot on me, so I've usually done 8. Because of the challenge today, we're doing 10. Hi, Lucky Streak, how are you doing? It's my cousin. It's my cousin here. I shout out my cousin every time. She took care of me. Lucky Streak isn't just my cousin. She was, like, my nanny growing up. She literally, like, it was a huge hand in raising me as a kid. And look how great I turned out, guys. So, yeah. This is a cool starting hand. I think it's a little overkill, though. Alright. We'll be able to do, like, this on turn 1 or 2, this on 3, and then this on 4, and then keep it going. Imp Commander, Disco Knot for Bullseye, Imp Synergy. I think I've tried before. Disco Knot, I don't know, man. Just spread a wide board of imps, so you're Infinity. Then I'm able to teleport in the imps. And just hope they don't have answers. Like, Disco Knot imps. It's not a bad idea. I must have done that at some point. But maybe I should do it again. So this is a good... It's a pretty good... Colonel Pull. It's not like fronting it with something and then he gets Laser Base Alpha next turn. It just takes care of the problem. This guy's rank 10, by the way. Which means he just reset from rank 30. This guy has space time. This is, you know, this is a person. Blues _ clues. Love you too. I love all of you. Bro, oh my gosh. The space-time got hit by the kernel pull, but it is still getting value. Come on, man. Get some of that going. Let's not have him cover that second buried treasure. I think this is a Giga Chad rank 10. I think it's someone who just skipped a season. You know, if you get demoted to 30, and if you don't play for a whole season, you go from 30 down to 10, I believe. 40 goes to 20, 50 to 30, 40 to 20, 30 to 10. It seems like someone who actually has hit Ultimate League 2 and skipped a season. Dude, this man has got answers. Come on. I'm still not scared of this because it's slowly developing. I probably should be. This guy's got some leggies. We have a go to 5 for that first stupid legendary he plays. It's definitely this play. I feel so bad for him too. No laser base alpha for you. And now we have 2 of these for whatever and for Cobb Cannon. Nah, this deck did great. I'm actually happy, even though I set the bar really high and it fell short. I'm very happy with the way this performed. I think you guys who have actually been here watching the stream, unlike this one guy who just commented, best deck in the game is ass, not gonna like, except for that guy who clearly has not been here for very long. I think you guys can understand the problem this deck creates in terms of matchups. Here's another environment, and this is gonna hurt. This deck needs environment somehow. What are we gonna do about that? I have to like ditch a cool bean or something, which I really don't want to because I feel like Pogo is anyway. This is right. Just keep the game going. You don't have to trade Astrocado in here. That's no point. 2 for 1. Good Allosaurus. This dies to like rocket, but I don't know. He said he needed a 2-cost rocket. It just doesn't seem like Allosaurus gets like straight up answer. That was a 2 for 1. You know, it just doesn't seem like that is the thing. So this can go on heights now, I guess. Question is, should I commit this one? It puts extra damage on the board. I have another one in my pocket, so I'm being a little bit liberal. It doesn't correct this trade, but oh yeah, and this one dies anyway. Maybe that was stupid. It means we can like go to 5 plus Cobb next turn. Probably won't need to do that. It adds extra damage. Shut up. I'm not sweating anymore. We failed the challenge. We're 7-2. Now we chill. I don't have any energy to play like that for 10 games straight anyway. I don't have energy to play like that for 8 games either, but I pushed myself. The tournament took a lot of effort in terms of preparation, but even the matches themselves to play like that competitively, man. We only, you know, like the tournament was like we're best of, like, no, it was best of 3, I think, right? Best of 3, best of 5. It was they were best of 5, so there were 5 matches max. To do 10 like that, man, hurts. Yeah, that was dumb. I could have killed this. I don't think the Cobb Cannon is really it right now. This is also a very weak card to be in this environment, which will just be able to resurrect every single time. So, for those reasons, I'm just doing this play. We'll just keep our health total up, put a little bit more damage on his face, proc his blocks, that'll be lethal for next turn. This guy's just not doing much after he's, you know, developed the... do we even know what he got from those buried treasures? Probably got Garg feet. Everyone has Garg feet. So that's 6 going face. This will not proc the block. Yeah, these environments are brutal. Are rescue radishes necessary for this deck? No, you're right. I mean, it's very useful with the Pepper MD, but it's actually not necessary. It's so good with the Pepper MD, with the cool beans, with the... Sometimes it really carries you, like this game with the Chrono Pulse, but you're right. I mean, maybe you just run environments. Which environment would we run, though? Let's just think about the... Oh, do we just have Dragon for guaranteed lethal? Yeah, something like that. What environments can Rose even run? So the solar environments are going to be... Brain fart. Here, we'll do this after the thing. We'll continue this conversation into the outro. We are 8-2 though. We hit the happy 80%. It would be very weird. So you can run Solar Winds, Heal, Card Draw, or Bog. I mean, the most versatile is just the cheap one, Bog. Would running Bog make sense in this deck? How about instead of... We can run Bog and Shrinking Violet instead of Cool Bean and Rescue Radish. I don't know, man. The Cool Beans have saved me against Pogo Mug many, many a time. And against Line Dancing Zombie and crazy stuff like that. Was there BM there? Why is Rescue Radish good and Firefighters bad? First of all, Rescue Radish, you can replay the card that turn. So you can, like, Little Buddy, scoop it up, replay it. It's also 3 costs, as opposed to Firefighter being a 4 cost. The 4 cost, and you can't play it until the next turn. Like, you're letting the zombies, if you play Firefighter and they remove the card you wanted to bounce back in your hand, all of a sudden now you have to bounce the card you didn't want to bounce in your hand. You're letting the plants respond in between playing the Firefighter and it popping out. Also, it's just a lot at 4 cost. 3 cost 3/4 is better than 4 cost 4/5. There's so many reasons why. Just a 3 cost 3/4 anyway plant is so much better than a 4 cost 4/5 zombie, because this can be played responsibly. You're playing this in front of something or dry in a lane. Firefighter, you throw on the field and let the plants respond to it. That's the problem with every zombie in this game. Yeah, there's Sap Flank, which is an interesting 6-drop. We're overloaded with the late game though, and I can't get rid of any of these late game cards for a freaking Sapling, man. Wingnut? Maybe Wingnut is it. You're right. I mean, Wingnut plays around Area 22. Wingnut also really screws, like, the Valk and the Trickster. Those are a little bit problematic matchup. Maybe Wingnut is it. Maybe it's not about running, okay. Maybe it's just Wingnut. Because it just seemed like the Area 22, besides for playing around Area 22 Wingnut, because now they can't do that bonus attack, it just seemed like we were always kind of really afraid of, like, a Trickster or a Valk. Maybe Wingnut is it, though. It's another sort of minigame card. I mean, is this right now? I just don't know if there's enough early game in this deck without the Rescue Rat. Rescue Rat just kind of fills a certain place in this deck. This is a great card, though. It's almost a shame for this deck. I could imagine this deck being Wingnut. I can also imagine getting rid of these and running Bog and Shrinking Violet. Shrinking Violet is a sort of a field clear card, so it sort of does take the place of early game, because if you get too behind in the early game, Shrinking Violet solves that in a snap sometimes. This could be it, guys. I mean, I'll test. I'm gonna test both versions, and I'm very invested in this deck because this could solve all the problems, though. You're right. Which other environment except for Area 22, like Laser Base Alpha? I'm not really worried because the card in it is not doing enough damage, and if it is, then we choose Cob Cannon. There's ways of dealing with it. Cut Brainanas out of this deck, I think would kill the deck. Maybe you could run this as a 3-ish. I'm going to experiment with different things and actually maybe turn Heal Midrose into even a bigger beast than it is. Alright guys, that was the outro. We had a little deck building at the end. A little bit of analyzation. I could see Bog and Shrinking Violet being pretty decent though in this deck. I almost feel like Bog would take the place of Kernel Pult though. Maybe we keep this in. Maybe no Kernel Pult. And instead, like, Shrinking Violet is also sort of the small removal, and since you don't have Rescue Radishes, Kernel Pults become worse. The deck would be a little bit weak to Teacher, but it would be pretty weak to Teacher decks. We didn't see a single Teacher today. This could be an option, too. Bog. I feel like this could work, and then you can actually keep the Cool Beans. Anyway. Is this too weak, though? There's so few ones now. There's like, don't have those early game answers anymore. I'm not so sure about this. Put the Kernel Pulse in instead of the... I don't know, man. Would Shrinking be any good? I mean, it's an aggro killer, you know? So even if you don't have the answers the first 3 turns, you have 2 really, really harsh aggro killers here. But anyway... Does this deck become worse into Valk-Trickster with this? Not necessarily. Alright guys, anyway, thank you for joining me for this episode of How Do You Play Around literally every single matchup in the entire PvZ Hero. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. This is Fry.